A subscriber recently requested I use a classic Turkish G3 loadout. And I thought it was going to be a fun gun to use, but it turned out to be the polar opposite. Fun fact, the Turkish military began phasing out the G3 back in 2014, since it was outdated and couldn't compete with the meta, which is well reflected in game because it performs like hot ass, which is unfortunate considering how sexy it looks when fully kitted out.
Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me!
Here's the G3 loadout used. It costs about 60k, but it could be a little better, with better, more expensive parts. I spawned in and ran towards the south wheat field to catch any stragglers wandering in the area. Gunshots started popping off nearby, so naturally I went to investigate, which is when I spotted my first victim.
Patience. Don't do anything stupid.
He had nothing but junk on him, so I didn't bother looting him. Then when I checked the map,
Help me!
when and how did it happen? I had no clue, but thankfully my brave teammate volunteered to find out. He was waiting at the door, ready to blow off the kneecaps of any brave soldier ballsy enough to push. I tried to outsmart him and peek through the window on the side of the house, but unfortunately, I kept slipping off the edge, which completely foiling my plan. Eventually, we both got tired of playing like little girls, grew some balls, and duked it out, only to meet the same fate as the first two guys.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
I spawned at Artificial Lake and took out a few bots at the GTC. It was pretty empty, so I decided to make a quick pit stop at the motel. But before I could do that, I came across another dude, and I promptly sent him back to the lobby.
Nani? Leave me alone! No!
He had nothing of value on him,
This is garbage.
but I took his stuff anyway and pushed on. Then I spotted someone who looked lost. So I sent him back to the lobby.
Ooh, you're hard.
He had some decent gear unlike the previous bum, so I robbed him for all his belongings and went to the motel. And surprise, surprise, it was empty.
Damn it!
Just before I headed to extract, I spotted someone else who looked lost and confused, so I gave him a warm welcome before sending him on his way. Back to the lobby. He had nothing of value on him, just a Mosin and a junky AK, so I just left him there. My teammate started fighting with someone else, and I figured he might need my help. Turns out he was a Giga Chad and did just fine without me. He wanted me to follow him to extract. But before I could, I went back to strip the Mosin for some of its parts, a decision that ended up saving my life. After finding his lifeless corpse laying on the ground, there was no way in hell I was going to use that extracted. So I put my legs to good use and sprinted in the opposite direction, safely extracting in one piece. In this raid, I teamed up with another YouTuber and ran to East Side for some PvP. It didn't take long until I found a couple of players and fed their souls to my G3.
Fetch me their soul! What was that noise?
Just another day. Gonna move my
bonus. Don't be a bonus. Okay, it's it's a part.
But just when I thought this would be a walk in the park, my teammate was murdered right before my eyes.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here.
I managed to get away in one piece, but little did I know I would soon suffer the same fate. Damn! At the hands of the same person. We hopped into another one and killed a squad outside the village. Again, they had nothing good, so I looted this junky AK as well as their tags before heading towards the motel where I came across another player. My teammate wanted to leave early, so I checked if he had anything good on him, which he didn't. Then we ran to extract. Next, I hopped on with the boys, and not even a minute into the raid, we were one man down.
Coming for that ass, boy.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
After cleaning up the rest of them, we decided to reset, since we didn't want bro to get lonely while we had all the fun and played outside with all the cool kids. We spawned in the middle of nowhere and quickly headed to the barn, where we faced off with another team. I wasn't comfortable with using full auto, since I'd be fighting the gun's recoil more than the actual person. So I thought it'd be a better idea to fight him up close. Big mistake.
Hello, how are you?
No, dude!
He didn't even give me the chance to say hello. How rude.
Disgusting!
I took my frustrations on some guy at the grain trade center before we cleared the area and headed to the motel.
What's 9 plus 10?
21?
Sadly, over the past couple of weeks, I'd picked up a very bad habit that has gotten me killed many times before. Texting and walking. I waited for my teammates to wrap up and extract, then, in the next raid, my teammates got tricked in the funniest way possible. They came across an unarmed naked player yelling, "Cease fire," at the top of her lungs, and naturally everyone let their guard down, except for me.
I know what kind of man you are.
I warned them not to trust them, but they treated the enemy like a lost puppy, and soon they paid the price. Two of them had unsurprisingly been murdered in cold blood. So I looped around to the left and took out the culprit, before stripping them of all their possessions and heading to extract. In the next raid, I killed an enemy with enough precision to make a grown man cry. Unfortunately, we'll all died just a few minutes later.
None.
In the final raid, we came across a team near the villa. I took them out faster than you can say. Numinal ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. And looted them before we headed to the motel where Jackson nearly turned the wall into modern art using my brain juices. We cleared the building, then I found another one of Jackson's victims. I took his gun and continued clearing in case any bums were trying to rat us out, before finally extracting.
Get it! 18! Homie, son! Get it! 19! Homie, son! Yeah! 20, you got some more in you!
Shout out to my beloved members, thank you for the continued support, and thanks y'all for watching.